Welcome back to the channel, Tea Times for Two, Golf Travel for Couples. Hey, I'm Scott, and today we'll answer the question, is Pacific Dunes the most challenging golf course at Bandon? And we're going to rate it as a couple's destination. So stay tuned. So let's get started. If you're new to our channel and you haven't been with us before, we rate each golf course and each golf resort based on 5 categories. The first is its layout and its playability, not only for a low handicap golfer, but for a high handicap golfer or a woman. Number 2, we rate a course on its aesthetics or its wow factor. Thirdly, we rate the course on its course conditions. What kind of conditions are it in? Not only the golf course, the tee boxes, the fairways, the greens, but the cart paths, just everything in general. Number 4, we rate the course on the amenities that not only the resort has, but each individual golf course has as well. And then finally, number 5, and probably most importantly for those of you that are like us, couples looking for a great golf destination, is value or bang for your buck. How much are you getting for your dollars? All right, so let's start with category number 1, layout and playability for all levels of players. We're going to give it 5+ stars for layout. It's a masterpiece. And for playability for women, we're going to give it 3 stars. As you can see on the scorecard, there's 5 sets of tee box, like all the courses at Bandon Dunes. And these range from anywhere from 3,900 yards here at Pacific Dunes all the way up to 6,600. The course was designed by Tom Doak. And of all the 5, this was my favorite layout. I could literally play this golf course every day for the rest of my life and never get tired of it. The layout was so great and so different, varied holes on it. And while there's no forced carry on the course that for women or a high handicap player, and the shorter tees will help, there are some massive bunkers on the golf course that are, and a lot of uneven lies that'll make it more difficult for the high handicap player. So making sure you play the right set of tees for your game and your ability level will be critical on this course. All right, let's move on. Category 2, aesthetics or wow factor. We're definitely going to give Pacific Dunes 5 stars. It has a great variety of holes. It's extremely well laid out. You don't ever play parallel golf holes. You don't ever play 2 holes that look the same. It's just an incredible variety. Long par 4s, short drivable par 4s, reachable par 5s, long par 5s, a variety on the par 3s. It was excellent layout and well done. It starts off number 1, short par 4 with slight dogleg right. You can hit anything you want off the tee and have a short iron in. Donald Ross used to say number 1 hole should be a firm handshake. Well, here you can hit less than driver off there and still make a good number, but be careful if you get off the fairway. Number 3 is a reachable par 5. Love number 3. It gives you your first peek as you get up on the green of the Pacific Ocean there. Then you move on to number 4, and that might be the best tee shot in American golf. Although, if you've seen our Sheep Ranch video, 6 at Sheep Ranch is a close 1-2 right there, along with probably number 8 at Pebble Beach. But beautiful tee shot over the cliff there. Great golf hole. And then number 6, short par 4. In fact, it's drivable par 4, but it has a massive 30 to 40 foot high bunker just off to the left side of the green. So if you try to drive the green, pull it a little bit left, now you've got to hit either out of that bunker or up over it onto an uphill green. It's a great design golf hole. So it's a big risk reward hole. And then you come to number 9, medium length par 4 that has not 1, but 2 greens. And you have to check the sign each day to see which one of the 2 greens is in play for the day, which is really cool. And you drive up over the dunes, so you have a blind tee shot before it opens up to the greens. One's down, kind of downhill on the left, and the other's kind of up on a hill. So it's a really cool design there. Really neat design feature. They have an awesome set of par threes, which are extremely different on this golf course, especially 10 and 11 back to back par threes. You don't see that very often. Both of them right along the Pacific Ocean there. Awesome golf holes. Very creative in their design. And then you move on to 13, par four along the cliff. Pacific's off to your left with another massive 30-foot high bunker just short of the green. In fact, you can drive it if you got the wind behind you, so you have to be careful off the tee. Beautifully designed hole. Holes 6, 9, 16, all of them very cool, short par fours that give you multiple options. Love short par fours where you can hit anything you want in your bag off the tee, depending on how much risk you want to take. I can't say enough about the design of Pacific Dunes. It's my favorite collection of 18 golf holes in any course that I played. Um, the old course at St Andrews is still my favorite because of the history and our family being from Scotland. But this collection of golf holes together, it's just an amazing collection of golf holes that you'll never regret playing, and you can play it again and again and again and again. All right, the next category, category 3, is course conditions. Uh, we're going to give course conditions 4 stars, but again, that comes with an asterisk. If you've seen our previous videos, if you're going to Bandon Dunes and you're expecting to find a golf course that is just wall-to-wall carpet or wall-to-wall AstroTurf, that's not Bandon Dunes. It's not designed to be that way. It's designed as seaside links golf, and that's what it is, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get fescue grass, lots of sandy soil, some bouncy, a lot of uneven lies, but the course was in really good shape. We went in the last week of November, and the tee boxes were well kept. The fairways were in good shape. The greens were in good shape. So we had no problem with the conditions. But again, go expecting seaside links golf. If you haven't been to Scotland, uh, that's as close as you're going to get. So, but you don't go to Scotland and expect to play Augusta National. It's not the way they were designed. So, course conditions 4 stars. Category 4, amenities. For Bandon Dunes the resort, we're going to give it 5 stars because you literally got everything you could possibly want right there on property. For Pacific Dunes, the golf course itself, we're going to give it 4 stars. The Pacific Grill serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner located in the club or above the clubhouse there, and it's very good. I had the bratwurst for lunch, and it was excellent. You can see the menu here. Also located right off the first tee is the Punch Bowl putting course. So you've got that as you're waiting for your tee time there. You can go over on the Punch Bowl putting course, which is a lot of fun. Reminiscent of the old course at St. Andrews, or for us here in Frisco, Texas, the PGA, we've got our dance floor three putting courses out there. The pro shop is fully stocked with all the merchandise you could possibly want or souvenirs you could possibly want. And by the way, while we're here, the staff in all of the clubhouses, pro shops, were extremely friendly. There was a lot of interns from all over the world there. We met somebody from Scotland and was working in Pacific Dunes, as a matter of fact. So anything that you want there. Now, the only thing that's lacking is you don't have locker room facilities where if you wanted to shower and clean up and then head back to the airport, or in this case, head back to Portland, you really can't do that here. And I know that's important to some of us, as you like to play the morning that you fly out that evening. So 4 stars for amenities. Category 5, value or bang for your buck. In November when we went, it's definitely 5 stars value. Like if you've seen our previous videos on Bandon and our Bandon series, we paid $100 green fees for the week of Thanksgiving for all 5 of the courses. This year, when we go back in November, the green fees, as you can see on the screen, are $110. So if you go from that 3rd, 4th week in November through February, you're not going to match the value. I've said before in our other videos, we can't play municipal golf courses here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for that amount of money, and they're definitely not the quality of these 5 golf courses. They're not world-renowned golf courses, and we're paying as much to play here, which is crazy. So that time of year, it's great value. The spring season, it's going to be somewhere 175 to 250, 260, depending on when you go. The closer you get to summer or the longer the days are getting, the more you're going to pay. And if you want to go in the summer and you play till 10 o'clock at night, great, but it's going to cost you 350 or more to play then. So it's not the same value. And you're going to ask about the weather. Well, what about the weather at the end of November? Uh, I'll put the weather up again, but literally we'd wake up in the morning and we played early and it would be in the high 40s and then get up into the upper 50s or low 60s the entire time we were there. And this was Thanksgiving week. And if you look at the summer forecast for the same year, it wasn't much different. I got up into the 60s and it started out in the 40s. So if you want value, those winter months, it's great. Now, you don't have as much daylight, but we could have played 36, getting that. We had the first tee time off just about every day. We could have played 36. We definitely could have played 18 plus the short course. So either one of the short courses. So value, 5 stars. Definitely. Can't beat it November. That's why we're going back. All right, let's recap Pacific Dunes. Currently, Golf Digest ranks Pacific Dunes number 2 out of the top 100 courses you can play in America. And I definitely would give it 5+ stars. If I could give it 10 stars, I would. It's my absolute favorite at the resort. And after the old course at St. Andrews, it's probably my second favorite course I've ever played. And I played quite a few of the top 100 in the world. So it was really a good walk. What'd you think?
I'd give it a 4.
Give it a 4. She's a woman of many words. Let's answer the question. Is Pacific Dunes the most demanding of the courses at Bandon Dunes? I would say yes, although I think you thought Old Mac was.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I would say Old Mac was for sure.
Really, for the combining of the two, I think the only reason I would hesitate for this one is playability for all levels of players. The fairways are wide and you really don't have forced carries and you can bounce the ball and use putter into every green. But there's some really huge bunkers. If you get off the fairway, there's a lot of trouble to be had on Pacific Dunes. And I just think, I think it's the hardest golf course there. Would we play it again? Oh, hell yes. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. Just know for couples or for higher handicap golfer, it's not easy. So you want to make sure you pick the right tee for your game. Fortunately, they've got those 5 sets of tees, which made it extremely playable for you. So what did you think of Pacific Dunes?
I enjoyed it. It was very challenging. We played this with another couple and really enjoyed it. Like you said, I mean, the deep bunkers, but fairways were really wide, if I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, I struggled. I struggled on this one, which is why I want to go back and play it again because but I thought it was really pretty. And
I thought, other than Sheep Ranch, I thought it had the best views. I thought the views were a little better than what you had at even Bandon Dunes. And I think the par threes, again, I said this earlier in the video, I think the three of the 4 par threes are just phenomenal. I think it's probably the best set of par threes in the United States. Like I said, the ones at Bandon Dunes, and then maybe Harbor Town, which are exceptional par threes. But these 3, especially 10 and 11, she hit 3 of the 4 greens on the par 3. So I take her to a par 3 course, she'd be all world. You want her in a scramble on par 3s. So
we're gonna play the par 3.
Yeah. So would we play it again? Oh yeah, we're gonna play this again, but it is more difficult.
As always, remember, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe below so that we can keep providing more content for couples like us who love to travel and play golf.
And be sure and stay tuned to our channel and check out the first video in our series of the Scottsdale Phoenix, as we rate all the golf courses that we played anyway in the Valley of the Sun. And be sure to leave comments below and let us know what you thought about the Bandon Dunes series and any other resorts in the United States that you would want us to rate. Well, we've got many more to come. So hopefully we'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll tee it up together at some point.